Of Tshwane has escalated its campaign to disconnect water and electricity supply to those customers who have defaulted on their municipal accounts. These include government departments, commercial properties, including embassies. Tshwane Mayor Randall Williams says the city is owed about 17 billion rand in outstanding bills. Residents collectively owe the city around 8 billion rand, followed by commercial properties at 4 billion rand, while government departments and embassies owe 1.3 billion rand. Officials are now encouraging defaulting customers to make payment arrangements to avoid being cut off. Joining us right now to speak about this, we're joined by the City of Tshwane Mayor Randall Williams. Randall, thank you very much for joining us this evening. You have certainly taken a hard stance on customers and businesses who are in areas, and this includes, one would say, the recent announcement from Eskom that you actually owe, as the city, 635 million rand. Obviously, that is a drop when you look at the big amount of money that the rest of the citizens owe. What is the next step now when it comes to those who are actually being cut off since yesterday?
Good evening, Kulani. Thank you for this opportunity. Just coming to Eskom, we actually owe Eskom now about 200 million. We've been paying off regularly as money comes in. Our liquidity changes every day, and as it increases, we are able to pay off more debts. The action we've been taking the last 2 days, it's actually normal remedies that are available to us where our customers do not pay their debts, and the debts have been in arrears for a long time. Because what we do, we follow due process. We've given them adequate notice, like, for example, the one business we cut off today that owed us 26 million rands. We've been notifying them since January 2020, and we've been pleading with them to make arrangements with us. However, the attitude of the businesses are, a lot of them that are in arrears, we will pay you what we want to, and not what is due to the city or reasonably due in terms of a payment arrangement. Because the city, as far as city is concerned, when it comes to electricity and water, we pay Eskom, Rand Water, Magalies Water up front, and then afterwards we deliver the water to our customers. So we need to be repaid because 17 billion rand, that's capital tied up that the city has already paid.
Randall, what happens? Explain to us what happens when the city is not being paid by those who are in default.
Look, the Municipal Systems Act sets out the steps you need to follow. You need to have a debt collection policy in place, and Section 96 of the Municipal Systems Act says that municipalities must collect debt due to it. So we don't have an option. We must do it. All municipalities must do it. Now, we've been very patient. We've been following due process. We've been using different remedies. Now, each time when we see our debtors book is getting worse and worse, we are escalating these measures. Like some of the municipalities, we also have debt due to us by other municipalities. One municipality owes us over 300 million rands. So we started court process to attach their bank accounts. So we will then pay ourselves from their bank accounts. But obviously the court will determine what amount will be reasonable. So there are various measures that we can take, and we are escalating them. So it will become more and more serious, more drastic, and more in their face. We will be totally in their faces.
Randall, you spoke about legal action, courts getting involved. I remember a couple of years back where there was a sort of a gentleman's agreement that said that government departments do not take each other to court. But there are many government departments right on this list, including one that owes over 200 million rands in rates and taxes. Where is that gentleman's agreement now, or is it something that you can't follow through with because there is a recalcitrant on the part of government department?
Well, you correctly state that when there are disputes between government departments or spheres of government, then the legislation says we need to follow the IGR route, which is the intergovernmental relations route. But in this case, we're talking about commercial debt. This is them paying for their water, their lights, their rates. So it's not required of us to go via the IGR route. We then have to follow the Municipal Systems Act in collecting that debt. And that's what we're doing. We're doing it in terms of legislation applying to local government.
Before I let you go, Randall, let me just ask, as you are embarking on this campaign right now, what amount of money are you looking to recoup from those who are defaulting within a certain amount of time? Do you have a time that you have set yourself to recoup a certain amount of money? Because 17 billion rand is a lot of money.
Look, we're not going to recoup that amount of money in 1 month. We're going to recoup as much as possible. We have to. I mean, we've got continuous expenses. And if you look at the current, unfortunately, the payment culture in the city of Tshwane, only 56% of our customers pay their monthly bill. So there's a huge resistance in the city of Tshwane for customers to pay their bills. And we will have to change that. Via hook or crook, we will have to change that.
Randall Williams, the executive mayor of the city of Tshwane, not letting up, actually digging in his heels when it comes to non-payment. Residents and businesses owe a collective 17 billion rands in unpaid municipal bills, and he is saying he is coming for everyone who owes that amount of money.